There you go, guys.
Judge, did you say my name?
No, but hi.
Hello. Sorry, I thought I heard you say my name. They're trying to distract me in here.
Sarah, are you in your office?
No, Judge, I'm at home today.
Okay. Hold on. Miss McGrain. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me put my screen on. All right, so we are on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus D'Angelo Williams. I have four files. File number 22-21133 H, 23-21308 H, 23-21309 FH, and 23-21310 FH. Ms. Van Duzen is appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams today. Ms. Van Duzen, how do you wish to proceed today?
I need to speak with Mr. Sneed on this case. Looks like there was a different agreement than what was in the notes.
I don't have a prosecutor.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I don't have a prosecutor. Let me call the prosecutor's office to find out why I don't have a prosecutor. I mean, it's well past time, so I know I don't have much of a docket, so I think maybe they thought I didn't have a docket today. Prosecutors. Nope. Court person.
I'll text Isaac.
This is him.
Hi, Kim. This is Judge Anslow.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. I am on the record, and I only have 4 criminal cases today as my assistants on, but I do not have a prosecutor.
You do not have a prosecutor. I will find a prosecutor.
You're the best. Thank you.
You got it. Bye.
Bye.
Isaac's logging in right now.
Okay.
So Judge, if you know anybody who wants to move to Arizona, it seems
No.
they're hiring attorneys, don't matter what location, because they have reciprocality, or you can go right into their bar for $150,000 a year doing public defender work or prosecuting.
I don't know. I bet cost of living is pretty high there too, isn't it?
Yeah, and you probably have to speak Spanish. No Spanish.
I don't know. It's so hot there right now. I was listening to Michigan radio, and there was a story about 105 is where in Arizona they determine is a danger heat level. So most days it's like 104, but this summer it was reaching 120.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I don't like hot weather. I'm a Michigan girl.
I'm going to the Key 2 weeks, so I like the heat.
I'm trying to convince my husband to go to Iceland. They have really cheap flights from Detroit Metro to Iceland. You know, Jim, he's like, it's cold. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
He's like you, he likes Florida. So, all right, Mr. Williams, just bear with us. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am, it's okay.
Hey, Judge, I'm gonna pop over to All Savers and see if I can get some stuff done there. But I will
Okay,
come
no
back,
problem.
I promise
All
you.
right. Okay, I believe you.
Hey, Sam,
He's gone. All right, I got Mr. Mayonetto. Do you communicate then? You said Mr. Steen was gonna log on in a minute.
it's Sneed's case, so I don't know.
Mr. Bayonetto, we're here on Williams, and Miss Van Duzen has been communicating with Mr. Sneed about the plea agreement.
What's the first name?
D'Angelo, and it's multiple files, 22-21133, 21308, 21309, 21310.
Trying to see Mr. Sneed's offer. I'm not finding
Only on
it.
one case, so that's the issue I have. Cause I can see an offer, but it's not the same one that was discussed as what I've been told.
I don't even see the formal offer. All I see is his note from April. And it says C plea 5, but I don't see any documents for that. Your Honor, if you could just give me a minute, I'll pop over and speak with Mr. Sneed and we can get it figured out.
Okay.
Okay, so I talked with Isaac. Don, are you just resolving the 23-21310 file?
Yeah, and I
So-
do see that here.
That he did indicate the offer was just an attempted R&O on that one.
And dismissing the possession of,
The assault of the prison employee.
attempted, I don't know.
But what are the other files? Any resolution on those?
He did not say. He was on record with Judge Olsaver, so I was kind of getting on the mix of things.
So, Ms. Van Duzen, do you want to wait for Mr. Sneed to be able to come over and try to resolve all of them, or?
Well, it sounds to me my client would like to set the other ones for trial. The big one, the 2321309. That one.
Okay, so- All right, so, October 10th at 9 AM for a trial date, is that all right?
Yes, Your Honor, but he would also like to address bond.
Well, hold on, so October 10 would be all right for a trial date, so I'm gonna put that in. That would be at 9 AM, it's a Tuesday. How many days do you think? The first trial that we will do will be, they're all FHs. So the 21133 file
That
would
one,
be
I
the
think,
first.
that one will probably be, looks like we've got a plea agreement on that one.
Okay. So you got a plea on 2 files and the other 2 you do not. And then let's see, the next trial would be the 23-21308 FH. And then if the other file gets set for trial, that would be set for the next trial, jury trial on the schedule. So it'd be November, December, so, okay. Okay. So how many days do you think you would need for file number 22-21308?
09, Your Honor.
3-2. No, because I have file number 21308, 21309, so the 08 file will go first.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong ones. Okay,
Yep.
then 0.
I would think 1 day for that is sufficient. It's just a CCW case.
Yeah, because those look like that file would have been, anyways,
Okay, so 1 day trial on that one, and then the other file has the home invasion first degree, GBH, MDOP, bonus.
I'm sorry, why don't we, there's so much too, there's a new plea agreement I was looking at. It's so in depth and stuff,
So I apologize, Mr. Williams. We have attorneys that are out with COVID. It's just been a rough week. So here's what I'm gonna do, Ms. Van Dusen. Why don't I just set this for next Wednesday for
please.
another pre-trial? And that way, I know Mr. Sneed is in Judge Olsaver's today. You can speak with him. If you can get a resolution and you call me, I can probably sneak you in this week on an off time.
Okay,
All right, so why don't we set this for pre-trial? Let's see, next week is July 26th. So we'll set this over, Mr. Williams, to July 26th at 8:30. Ms. Van Duzen, can you do this in order to adjourn?
We will, Your Honor. And Mr. Williams, I'd prefer Mr. Dagger Magosian be able to handle it because he's been on your case and also on your bond today, okay? So,
You
or
sound-
do you want me to address it?
Could you address it, please?
Yeah, I can address it. Your Honor, may I address bond?
You may.
Your Honor, at this time, he's been incarcerated for over 8 months. He plans on living in Adrian with at 805 College Avenue. That's his girlfriend's house. He says he has potential to get into Taco Bell as they're hiring, and so is Wendy's. And he said that he'd asked that the court allow him to have a reduction in bond or a PR bond and allow him to wear a GPS monitor to track him.
All right, Mr. Bayonetto, any response on behalf of people?
Your Honor, I am just looking at these files for the first time today. I would object to any bond modification at this point, based on the nature of the charges. There's a home invasion first degree, assault GBH. I think those pose clear risks to the safety of the public, given that there's been no change in circumstance since bond was last addressed. I would ask that the court not modify bond at this time. I think perhaps it can be revisited when Mr. Sneed is on this case next week, along with Mr. Dagger Margosian. So that would be my request at this time, Your Honor.
All right, well, upon review of these files, we have multiple files, multiple charges of assault, resisting and obstructing assault of a police officer, MDOP, felonious assault, home invasion, first degree, which carries a term of prison. And these all occurred on different dates and times. So I'm going to continue this motion to next Wednesday. And we'll address it again, but as of today, I'm going to deny your request for bond. But we can address it again next Wednesday with Mr. Dagger. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you back next Wednesday. Thank you. Mr. Williams, could you let them know that I would like to see Matt Murphy, Gary Bowerman, could you let them know that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You're all set. Mr. Bayonetto, I only have a few today.
Yes, sorry, Your Honor, we didn't realize you had anything today. We thought
I have like 4. It's not a lot.
Nadine, Matt Bowerman.
Ma'am, what case are you hearing?
Let me say that.
Your Honor, for Mr. Bowerman, is this an arraignment on the bench warrant?
So I already arraigned him on the contempt of court, but it's a pretrial as well.
Okay,
Because he allegedly failed to appear for a pretrial.
Got it.
So he was picked up.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. McGrain, if they do, I want them to come in at either 11 or 1:30. Is that all right?
I will try to coordinate the attorneys. I'm not sure if they'll be available, but I will try.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't think we have. We got it. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm actually going to back. Yeah, we'll do two back.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Are we on a break or something?
I don't know, Sam.
Yes, Sam,
Judge.
we're waiting for the jail window.
Well, I see the window. Where's the inmate?
That's who we're waiting for.
Gary Bauer.
All right. I'm gonna bop over to Old Savers Court then.
Okay, that's fine.
See why he's hogging all the inmates.
Hi, this is Judge Anselm. I am nothing, but I'm waiting for Matthew Bauer or Gary Bowerman.
I've not heard anything about that.
Well, I asked and I heard him say it, but
I haven't heard anything on the radio here, but regardless, Gary,
yep, I've got jail window 1 open. It's been open.
yeah. All right, we track him down. I don't see him on the list, but we'll get him in there.
He he was on the, he's a pickup that got set for today, but you're right, he's not on the jail list, but,
I'll get him in.
all right, awesome, thank you.
Yep.
Bye. Mr. Noe, I know your client is in custody, so. Yeah. I've asked for, turn my video on. I've asked for Mr. Bowerman, for Mr. Murphy, so I would call your client next from the jail, but we're having some
Okay.
delays.
That's fine. No, I understand. Is it, who's covering that this morning? Is that Ms. Teskey, I assume, covering that this morning?
Is he a VA? Yeah,
He's a
Ms.
VA.
Teskey.
Yep, I'm covering.
Yeah, it
it.
looks like Ms. Teskey.
Could I possibly talk to Ms. Teskey about it in a breakout?
Ms. Teskey, do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Thanks.
Okay.
My door. What's that? Okay.
All right, I'm gonna sign Ms. Teskey and Mr. Noe to a breakout. Okay, so this is in the matter of Maricela Manduano versus Gustavo Cabrera, file number 2013-39624 DM. I have Ashley Nancy Grimes appearing on behalf of Ms. Manduano. Manduano?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Nancy Grimes, you had filed a motion to change custody via ex parte. And I had asked, I denied it so that it would be set for a hearing. Were you able to provide a copy or notice of hearing to him in Mexico?
Your Honor, I did provide a proof of mailing along with the, I sent it certified or not certified mail, but priority mail. And I did include that receipt as well, and that should be in the file.
It's probably across.
And so
And when was that mailed?
that was on July 1st.
July 1st?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, well, and
And it did include your Zoom instructions.
okay, so what I was gonna say is that notice has been provided to Mr. Cabrera and he has failed to appear. So Ms. Nancy Grimes, at this point, I would just ask that you let me swear your client in and then you take some testimony using initials for the minor children. I don't want any date of birth and I don't want any full names.
Okay.
And then just as to why she needs it, basically about the passport.
Okay.
And the fact that he's been gone. All right, so you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, so I'm gonna need me because you're soft spoken, go stand at the microphone. You're fine. All right, can you state your full name for the record?
Maricela Manducano Zuniga.
All right, Ms. Hanson Grimes, you may proceed. And you can be brief, it doesn't.
Ms. Manduano, you are the parent of two minor children, a son whose name begins with A, Manduano Cabrera, Is that correct?
Correct.
And a daughter whose initial is K Mendoano Cabrera. Is that correct? And you were divorced in 2014 here in Lenawee County Circuit Court. Is that correct? And in your judgment of divorce, you and your ex-husband, Gustavo Cabrera, had joint legal custody of your minor children. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And right around the end of November, it became known to you that Mr. Cabrera left the United States and went back to Mexico. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Since that time, have you seen or spoken to Mr. Cabrera?
No.
And to your knowledge, has he seen or spoken to your two minor children?
No.
Okay. Have you received any child support from Mr. Cabrera?
No.
Were you receiving any child support before Mr. Cabrera left for Mexico?
No.
Okay, to your knowledge, I shared a number with you. To your knowledge, do you believe this to be accurate, that he is in arrearages an amount of at least $42,000? Would you believe that to be accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are a natural, what is your immigration status? Are you a citizen? Are you a naturalized citizen? Are you a green card holder?
Naturalization.
Through naturalization. And is part of your conditions of your naturalization to make sure that everyone in your household citizen documents are in order? That means everybody is current. Your documentation is current, so that if any questions are asked by immigration, that you be able to provide those. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you have a child whose passport is set to expire in July. Is that correct?
I have to, yes.
Okay, so they both are in need of renewal. You tried to renew them on your own. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and they won't allow you to do that because according to their rules, in your knowledge, you must have both parents present unless you have an order of sole custody. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're asking the court to grant you sole custody for the fact that you have solely been providing for your children. You are the one, they have lived with you solely since your divorce, that you've maintained their home. You have financially provided for them without any assistance from Mr. Cabrera, that you take care of all their medical needs, that they live with you and your current husband in a home, in a stable environment, and that unit has been permanently provided for them through your marriage. Is that correct? That they attend public schools here and you're an active part of their school community. And that you have no idea if or when Mr. Cabrera will be coming back to the United States. The lack of contact with you and with your children makes it kind of impossible to co-parent with him. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. But more importantly, in order for these passports to be done, he is not present and does not seem to be willing to be present in order for these documents to be completed. Is that correct? Your Honor, I do think that unless you have any questions from Mr. Mendoano, I think that we have made the factual basis. So you're
So
fine.
we'll have a seat next to Miss Hanson Grimes. All right, so Miss Hanson Grimes, I'm going to waive any oral argument on your motion, and I am going to grant your motion for change of custody, granting her sole legal custody. She was previously granted primary physical custody, but in light of the fact that Mr. Cabrera has left the country, is in so far in arrearages, and she is unable to effectuate daily needs for the children without that change based upon the testimony on the record, I do find it is in the best interest of the minor children to be in the sole legal and sole physical custody of Ms. Mendoano. So if you can get an order today, I'll sign it.
Yes, I will prepare an order today, and I will list your findings as those three things that you had listed for me as well.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Ms.
You're
Hanson
welcome.
Grimes.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you for squeezing us in on a busy Wednesday.
It's not actually a busy one today.
Oh, okay.
So. All right, Mr. Bowerman. Gary Bowerman?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. I told you the other day that I would bring you in and, give you a chance to talk to Mr. Murphy. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gary Scott Bowerman, file number 23-21342FH. Mr. Murphy, I did provide it to the public defender's office, but I arraigned him the other day for a contempt of court for failure to appear for a June 7 of 2023 pretrial. He waived hearing that day and asked that it be set for today so he could meet with you. So, Mr. Murphy, I did schedule the pretrial as well as the contempt of court for today. All right?
Yes, Your Honor, looking at the paperwork, the court has a different address on the paperwork than what Mr. Bowerman wrote on his bond paperwork, which is actually what I wanted to address. Was our mail was was returned as a bad address, and it looks like we had a slight error in our address for him. But I believe that's what happened was we waived the exam. Mr. Bowerman appeared in person in district court for the exam. We waived the exam, waived arraignment, and I believe he was never given notice of the pretrial date. Now that obviously, like I said, my office, it came back a bad address. So with that, obviously I can speak with Mr. Bowerman in a breakout if he wants to, but I was going to ask the court to consider on his contempt for just a PR bond to be set. I still need to figure out, there's other charges that are being addressed tomorrow in district court. So obviously I'll address those in district court tomorrow and try to get an understanding of the prosecution if they're offering something encompassing all of his cases right now. But in regard to this matter, for that failure to appear, that's what I was going to ask the court to consider at this time, will be for a PR.
So what are the new charges in district court?
There's a retail fraud and I believe an R&O stemming from the arrest from the bench warrant in this case.
All right, what is the date of incident of the retail fraud and resisting an arrest?
I have
The
that.
retail fraud was May 10th, I believe.
Yep.
And I didn't look at the date of the resisting arrest.
The R&O was July 16th.
Yeah, so that would be the date that he was taken into custody.
And the retail fraud was when?
May 10th, I believe.
That's
Right, so while he was on bond with me, he was committing other crimes. So I'm going to deny your request for a bond at this point. How do you wish to proceed on the contempt of court for failure to appear? He does have an obligation to keep the court apprised of a valid address. The address that we were provided on the waiver and signed with his permission, as well as court paperwork, has the address that we mailed things to. So with regard to pretrial and the contempt of court, Mr. Murphy, does your client wish to plead guilty or not guilty?
Your Honor, could I speak with him in a breakout session real quick? And again, looking at the paperwork I have, I see that the court has a different address than what he put down for the new bond paperwork. That's what I was referring to. But maybe it's on the file that your court has.
So we have the address that was on the waiver. And let me see here. All his other paperwork has the same address. So our notice of hearing went to the address we had on all the paperwork on Maple Avenue. So, all right, Mr. Bowerman, I'm going to pop you in a breakout room with Mr. Murphy. So, Mr. Murphy, go ahead and join that breakout room, Mr. Bowerman. Hold on, Mr. Bowerman, let me send it to you. Hold on. There you go. You should get an invitation now, Mr. Bowerman.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All my files together, all on one file.
Hold on, Mr. Bowerman.
Pieces and files either.
Yeah, I'll make sure I get all that worked out, okay?
You know.
All right, we're back on the record. In the matter of Gary Scott Bowerman, so Mr. Murphy is appearing on behalf of Mr. Bowerman. I have Anthony Alexander Bayonetto appearing on behalf of people. So, Mr. Murphy, how do you wish to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Bowerman just wishes to enter into a not guilty plea on the contempt of court and asks, obviously, Your Honor already is keeping the bonds as they are, and we will readdress at the next pretrial date. So it's asking court to schedule a pretrial for that.
Okay, so you said he has a new felony down in District Court for Arno, right?
Yes.
And when is the next probable cause hearing or?
We have a bond hearing tomorrow. Let me see if I can find the schedule. I would assume the probable cause would be either the same time. Sometimes they'll do that, or it might be next Tuesday. Let me see.
All right, well, my next pretrial is August 9 at 8:30, but obviously, Mr. Murphy, if you are able to come to some resolution, call and I'll find a place for you on any other day as soon as possible.
Yes, Your Honor. It looks like his probable cause conference on that new felony is July 27th. So.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Bowerman, you are all set. Mr. Bowerman, could you let them know I need Mr. Hearn, please?
Who?
Hearn.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, what was that date again you wanted me to do for the stipend order for the case?
August 9 at 8:30. Yep, and Mr. Bayonetto, can you sign your name with permission?
You can, Your Honor, yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Have a good morning.
Thank you. You too. Good morning. This is Anna Maria again, Anzalone. Could I get Mr. Hearn next? Yeah. Jay-Shot, yep.
Jay-Shot, yep, he is on his way.
Awesome, thank you. And then, if you want, after that, I think I have, Well, I don't know, I don't have any attorneys for him, so I'll call and let you know who I need next, thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
all right. Yep.
All right, hold on, Mr. Noe, your client will be right here.
That's fine. Would it be possible for Mr. Hearn if we can go off the live stream? It's a HIDA case, please.